Welcome back, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Today, we are going to be in Revelation chapters 13 and 14. So obviously last week we went through chapters 10 through 12 and really started to get into the sheer craziness that Revelation is. A lot of stuff, a lot of confusing stuff, but I think honestly we did a good job of making it more clear to understand, which was good. Very helpful for me personally, because a lot of the stuff is just like, what is going on here? So today, we're going through chapters 13 and 14. We're across the midway point now of Revelation. We're really starting to near towards the finish line, near towards the end, and see what happens as we cross to the very end, the end of the world, essentially. So I think chapters 13 and 14, I kind of described them as darkness and light. So we'll see in chapters 13 the darkness side, the bad side. We'll see a number that you may be very familiar with in this chapter. And the light side is chapter 14. We're going to see God's response to everything that's going on. So, Revelation 13 is one of the most dramatic chapters in Scripture, building on the vision of the dragon, which is Satan, we discovered in chapter 12. It introduces two terrifying beasts that serve as his agents on earth, one representing raw political power, the other religious deception. So we're going to see both of these beasts here as we open Revelation chapter 13. So as we open it up, would someone like to read the first 4 verses of chapter 13 for me, please? Thank you very much.
Then I saw a beast come out of the sea with 10 horns and 7 heads. On its horns were 10 diamonds on its head. On its head's blasphemous name. The beast I saw like a leopard, but it had feet like bears, and its mouth was like the mouth of a lion. To it the dragon gave its own power and throne, along with great authority. I saw that one of its heads seemed to have been mortally wounded, but its mortal wound was healed. Fascinated, the whole world followed after the beast. They worshipped the dragon because it gave its authority to the beast, and they also worshipped the beast and said, Who can compare with the beast, or who can fight against it?
Perfect, thank you. So we see being described here 2 beasts, essentially, and this picture kind of shows you sort of what they look like. I mean, obviously, we're completely guessing here. But just pretty crazy. Just a lot of different features from different animals, right? So it was like a leopard, its feet were like a bear, its mouth like the mouth of a lion. And the dragon, again, who we believe to be Satan, gave the beast his power and authority. So the question I have from these first 4 verses is, if we know who the dragon is now, who is the beast supposed to be?
Okay, there's 2 beasts. So
2 beasts.
yes, there's the dragon and there's 2 beasts. There's Leviathan who comes out of the sea, and Behemoth who comes out of the ground.
Oh, that's who they are. Okay. And we've heard of Leviathan before in Scripture. It's been throughout Scripture. And then the Behemoth. Oh, interesting. I did see in Daniel 7:7 it describes the same type of beast. We can go there really quick if we want. But here it is right here. So Daniel 7 verse 7 says, After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly. It had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns, which we see the 10 horns described in Revelation.
That is Behemoth.
That's Behemoth? Okay. Interesting.
Because I think it's Leviathan takes the form of the dragon. Looks like the dragon, but isn't the dragon.
So Leviathan's, yeah, that's from the water, right? Okay. And then the behemoth's the land.
So in mine it says the first beast, and excuse me, it describes what I just read, and then later on, by verse 11 it says then it describes the second beast, where it comes out of the earth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't. I
and it
just
does
kind of
say
got
the second one, the land is the dragon, but the sea one is the.
confusing. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously. It goes without saying I was confused. For sure. Let's keep reading. Would someone like to read verses 5 through 10?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
The beast was given a mouth, uttering haughty and blasphemous words, as it was allowed to exercise authority for 42 months. It opened its mouth to utter blasphemies against God, blaspheming his name and his dwelling, that is, those who dwell in heaven. Also, it was allowed to make war on the saints and to conquer them. It was given authority over every tribe and people and language and nation, and all the inhabitants of the earth will worship it. Everyone whose name has not been written from the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb that was slaughtered. Let anyone who has an ear listen. If you are to be taken captive, into captivity you go. If you kill with the sword, with the sword you must be killed. Here is a call for the endurance and faith of the saints.
Perfect, thanks. So, what were these beasts given power to do?
Rule.
Rule over the physical land.
Yeah.
One for the sea, one for the earth.
Pretty much control over everything. Every part of the earth, you know?
Because if you think about it, the islands are around the world are a part of the sea, not the land.
This is true. It's very true. And, I mean, yeah, the earth is what, like, almost 3/4% water? So, like,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyone not on land is going to be. I mean, yeah, all bases are covered here by these two beasts. So, also interesting, it says in verse 7 it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. So, they're making war with others, essentially? Okay. Yeah. And it says specifically that all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. So there, as much as there's a conflict nowadays, I feel like with, I mean, we're seeing it in real time, right? Iran and Israel, all this different stuff, good versus evil, Christianity versus anything else, But here it's even to a whole nother level somehow, to a level that we can't even imagine yet. And essentially, to everyone whose name isn't written in the book of life, to everyone who hasn't etched their names into heaven, they're going to worship the beast and they're going to worship the dragon because they don't know what else to do. They're going to see this thing having all this power, and they're going to go, "Oh yeah, I should worship that thing," And obviously, it's very sad. And there'll also be, and we're going to read about this in just a few verses, but there'll be those on the other side who still believe in God, who, maybe it took them a while, but now they're fighting back. And the problem is it's going to be very difficult for them. It's going to be a lot more difficult for them now, So, and then the other thing I wanted to note was the beasts were given authority to do these things for 42 months. So they're given a time limit on it, essentially. I mean, at the end of the day, God is the one who grants the power to these things. He's the one who gives them authority to do these things. So he said, yeah, you can do that. You can make war on earth and do all these things, but you're going to do it for 42 months. And that's also a number that we've seen multiple times before in previous chapters of Revelation 42. You'll find. Anything else to note on those few verses? I don't think so. I think we're good. All right, now we're going to read about the beast from the earth in verses 11 through 14. If someone would like to read that, pretty please.
I can.
Thank you.
And I saw another beast coming out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb. But he spoke like a dragon. He exercised all the authority of the first beast on his behalf, and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed. And he performed a great and miraculous sign, even causing fire to come down from heaven to earth to full view of men. Because of the signs he was given power to do on behalf of the first beast, he deceived the inhabitants of the earth. He ordered them to set up an image in honor of the beast, who was wounded by the sword and yet lived.
Okay, so what are we seeing here? We're seeing another beast coming out of the earth, right? Doing very similar things to the first beast, essentially. It has a lot of power. It causes the earth and all that dwell within to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So now, more people are worshiping the beast and all these things, and it's doing great signs and wonders. That's why we always say so often. I know all of us have been in church for a long time. We always say, like, beware of false prophets, beware of those who do these great signs and wonders, right? This is why. Because a lot of times we can be fooled by things or stuff that it's like clearly not from God. And I know, like, for me, like, I kind of read these things and it's like, wouldn't it be pretty obvious to tell that, like, it's not from God, But it's not.
No, I mean, look at like we talked about last time, or one of the times, about the guy in Jerusalem.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. The guy who's like healing it, like the one who, he's got like crowds of people lining up for him to heal, their babies and everything else. And it's like, when you're in a lost world, when you don't believe in God, where else do you turn to? Like, of course you're going to turn to someone who claims to heal you of all your sickness and everything else. And, I can do all these things, So it makes sense that people would, people who don't believe in God, like, they don't know where else to go. So they're going to go to these things that do these great signs and wonders.
I mean, if it can trick people who believe in God, it can easily trick the people who don't.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. That's very true. Yeah, and we're going to see that. And there's going to be a lot of pressure on people who believe in God to turn. I mean, a lot of pressure. And we're going to see that even more in the next few verses for sure. But yeah, deceiving others. And another thing I wanted to mention, where's it at? It's in verse 11. The image of this beast, right? So I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. This is just like kind of my thing that I thought of. Who do we think of when we think of the lamb? Jesus, right? I think this is another form of deception, right? Mm-hmm. 2 horns like a lamb, taking the image of Jesus, supposedly, but he speaks like a dragon.
A wolf in sheep clothes.
Is there still the Antichrist later on in Revelation?
These are the Antichrist.
That's what I would think. Someone to claim and talk like Christ, but Satan's really, where their tongue is. So that's kind of how I understood it.
It's not just one man, it's multiple that are the Antichrist.
Interesting. But yeah, it's just like, and that's just another way, I think, for people who, like, in the end times who, say they believe in God, they're going to see this thing and they're going to be like, oh, it's the lamb, it's Jesus. But no, it's the false lamb. This isn't at all what God promised. So we see, again, a lot of pressure put on to worship the beast. and turn away from God here.
So one's destroying and one's deceiving. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
One's destroying the physical, one's destroying the mental.
Yeah.
Almost seems like the second beast is like being like, hey, this first one's actually doing good. He's not all bad. Actually,
He's not
a
that
good
bad,
boy."
guys.
He's the hype man.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. He's not that bad. Just trust us.
Just trust me.
Like a bandwagon.
Yeah.
Everybody.
But you're right. You're right, Alexis. It's the physical and the mental. Everything that we are, everything, the Antichrist is going to attack. What, we always think of like externally, right? But like internally, it's going to be even worse, I think. Like mentally, you're going to be like, what's going on? Like I have to believe in this thing or else I'm going to die or bad things are going to happen to me,
Think about it like this. Right now, it's very easy for spiritual warfare. We haven't gotten to the physical and mental warfare yet.
Yeah.
That comes soon, but it hasn't gotten there yet.
Everything that we see, like,
I mean, kind of with the ideology, war on ideologies and such.
it's starting.
It's starting,
Yeah.
but it's not full swing yet.
Yeah.
Not until pretty much the next few verses.
And let's read those next few verses. Let's keep going down this fun train, 15 through 18. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So that's a number you've probably seen or heard before. 666, right? The infamous number. But what's really going on here with that number?
You can't do anything economically at all unless you have that.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing.
It's just a control. It's just a lockdown on everything. Like you said, Mark. I mean, I think in some ways we think it's like, oh, it's bad. Like we get persecuted here. No, not even close.
Think of this too. We're in a age where it is stigmatized to grow your own food, to do anything by yourself.
Yeah.
And we're slowly going towards a digital currency, a government-run digital currency, world currency.
The one currency, yeah. One world government, right? One world currency type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just total autonomy. I think that's the word. I'm trying to sound smart, but but yeah, basically, and we're starting to see that slowly, right? Like you'll see in the news, or you'll see this or that. The whole what they call it. The one world government. Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
The world government, you mean New World Order?
Yes, that's actually what I was thinking of. The New World Order, where it's like this whole thing of, I don't know. I don't know that much about it, but it's all coming to a one world currency government. We're going to control everything, essentially, type of thing. Oh, with Babel? Like the Tower of Babel? Yeah, kind of. I mean...
That's what's in the next chapter.
Oh. Interesting foreshadowing. All right.
Subtle bullshit.
Lovely. So, yeah. But to close out this chapter, we see control being used. Anyone without the mark on their heads cannot buy or sell anything any longer. It's going to be a lot worse than it is right now, for sure. Deception, economic coercion, and then the mark of the beast. Which, yeah. It's one of those things where it's like a lot of people are going to get the number on their foreheads, or they're going to get the mark, or whatever it's going to be exactly. But they're going to do that because they're going to be like, I have to do this, or else I can't eat. I can't buy anything. I can't go to the store and buy anything. But
It's a barcode.
I was just about to say that.
Barcode?
You see the thing where it's like the barcode on their wrist and they'll like scan it.
I've been seeing that lately.
If I watch it, it won't even be a barcode, just be a QR code.
Right.
You are now a website.
Oh, it's gonna be something like that. But I don't know. And I've heard a lot of people say like the whole. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but like with the cryptocurrency, how everyone's like they're gonna turn that into the one currency.
That's the one that's actually putting a wrench in everything.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's like.
You can't control it.
Yeah.
There are some governments right now that are shifting and embracing cryptocurrency right now as a form
That is
of
true.
economic.
With our current administration.
That's why all the data centers are popping up everywhere. They're gonna try to make it the world currency, but it's too volatile still.
Yeah.
I will say I did see something where it was either London or somewhere around there where they did try to be like, oh, you can't do anything unless you have like
No,
your
it was
information
London.
on it was London?
Yeah.
Like online, and you can't do anything, and everybody just stopped buying everything. It's like they're already starting to try.
Yeah, and it backfired so bad. Businesses went out of business very fast.
Jeez.
But they're already starting to try, so it's like
Whatever it was.
They might just turn everything like digital, right? Like just
That's the plan.
because like even like this is like off the wall too, but like even with cars now, they're trying to make every car digital. And like I saw like a report where it's like someone can control that car. Like even if you're not in the car, they can control that car.
Yeah.
They can turn it off.
That's
they
been
can-
like that since 2012.
That's crazy to me. Like I didn't know that.
the whole Tesla thing in California where they all started driving away.
That's kind of crazy.
I also want to bring up as well, since we're
I know.
mentioning digital, the kind of embrace of digitalized tech things. I figured I would also mention artificial intelligence as well.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that in the coming years, artificial intelligence is basically going to be the one that's going to be, driving us instead of us driving.
It's pretty crazy.
It would be so cool if we were like in Terminator. I mean, like not.
Wait, what?
No, we made Scott. We've already done it. No, I was just thinking, like, one of the beasts comes out of the ground. You know what else comes out of the ground? Lithium, cobalt, gold.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what is AI made from? Electricity made with all these things on computer chips that use all of those components.
The robots really are coming to kill us.
They're at least one of them.
This is
It's
crazy.
going to be a transformer.
Hey, AI said that he's a good guy, so he's a good guy. ChatGPT, A.
That's the scary thing is like, because obviously like, with a lot of the younger generation, they will believe anything that AI tells them, right? They'll look up something on ChatGPT, it's like, oh, ChatGPT just told me, so it's true. And it's like, wow.
Old people
Good
believe
luck
everything
with
too now.
Back in my day, we had a thing called the library.
Back in my day, we had a thing called a brain.
I can tell you right now, it's not even younger people. It's people like in college and all of that. I've seen so many people that just said like, yeah, I use ChatGPT to, do this for me. And I'm like, brother, you're in college.
That's
What are
weird.
you doing?
That's crazy.
A lot of my peers. We're working on the project and they're like, I don't want to summarize all these sources. Let's put them in ChatGPT together. Alphabetical APA format.
You're getting bright red.
That's the definition of we're cooked. We're
It's
so
only
cooked.
Justin making all the pictures for all our things.
How many of the pictures are AI this time? All of them?
Okay,
Moving on.
well, these ones are, but
Show me a picture.
the first one I got off of Google, alright?
Which was.
Posted from
I want to see an artist mark in there. This is
I
I cut it off, okay?
Shut up. Like says in the top left, chat GPT images.
No, you're that sort of AI person.
Oh. Alright, these are discussion questions. We're not going to go over that. You can do that yourself. I'm ashamed.
Was it because they were AI?
Turning the page to our next AI picture
Oh,
of a lamb. But this isn't any lamb. This
it's
is
an AI lamb.
That's a Microsoft Word lamb.
this is the lamb.
After we read this, I have a very interesting point to bring up about some other religions.
Okay. Okay.
It's like real short.
Okay. So we're about to go into chapter 14. And after everything we just read, I'm amazed we're still laughing actually. That's impressive. Because that was a lot of dark stuff. But now
This is the light stuff. What are you talking about? I told you, it gets worse.
every week I'm like, it can't possibly get worse, right?
None of this is God's wrath yet. Just wait
No.
till
And then it does. Oh.
I'm still betting on the very last session we have. Everyone's just quiet.
That'll probably
We're
happen.
all gonna stare at Justin.
Oh my gosh. I get so bright red.
One eye.
Ah.
Well then now,
We're going to see the 144,000 and the harvest of the earth. All right, let's turn the page again. All right. Who would like to read the first 5 verses of chapter 14?
I'll take a shot at it.
Okay.
Okay. Using the NIV version. So that's up.
Okay.
Okay. Then I looked, and there before me was a lamb, standing on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000 who had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. I had heard a sound from heaven, like a roar of rushing waters, and like a loud peal of thunder. The sound I heard was like that of harpists playing their harps, and they sang a new song before the throne and before the 4 living creatures and elders. No one could learn this, the song except for 144,000 who had been redeemed from the earth. These are those who did not defile themselves with women, for they remained virgins. They follow the Lamb wherever he goes. They were purchased from among mankind and offered as first fruits to God and the Lamb. No lie was found in their mouths. They are blameless.
All right, thank you. So, what is going on here?
Every time I read this, I hear it. Every time.
We're gonna love you.
I can't help it. Every time I hear this, all I hear is
It's secretly ACDC.
It's like,
144,000 people just singing that song would be awesome.
At the end of times, I'd be sick.
I'm just that. So, like, if Revelation were a movie, you know, it's like death and destruction, and
They did say
the mark of the beast.
they didn't have guitars in this age. Shredding guitars with 144,000 people.
They just cut to heaven. Like, what?
Wait a minute, that's wrong.
Wrong song. So we see the one people who really are having their day here is the virgins. Virgins for the win. What can I
Yeah.
say? I mean, good for them, you know. And but what else do we see? The very first verse. 144,000 having his father's name written in their foreheads.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the contrast between the mark of the beast and now these people have God's name written on their foreheads. Pretty interesting.
You know, this is how I kind of see it. I see 144,000 as the people standing in front of, next to Jesus as the sign of, I have come. And they're singing his song. And behind them is the army of God.
Yeah. Getting ready for the final battle. This is it.
Pretty much the precursor, at least.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy to think, for sure. And the 144,000, I think we had gone over this before. That number is kind of
Specific.
specific.
It's been brought up earlier in Revelations, too.
Yeah. And didn't we come, like, it was like basically like from the original 12 tribes,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I just want to make sure I was right there. But yeah, 144,000 people all singing, and they hear a voice from heaven. And this is definitely God, because we've heard this description before: the voice of many waters and the voice of a great thunder. And they sing a new song before the throne.
I'm just now I just have AC/DC's voice as God.
I know, I didn't say it.
Dude, Brian Johnson is so awesome. God takes the cake for that.
I know when we get to heaven. Is that the first thing you're gonna do?
No.
Okay, good. I really have nerves. Hey God, got a song for you.
No, here.
He's got a song for us.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know how other religions interpret this, because Jehovah's Witnesses, they call themselves Christian, but they're not, because they don't believe Jesus is God. But they believe that these 144,000 people, they believe that these are the only people that are going to heaven. That's what, they believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I talked to a lady on the street, and she said that. I was like, are you crazy?
Then why are they recruiting new people? They gotta be at 144,000. Wait.
Gotta ask if you're
Wait,
taking
yeah.
that person's
Imagine they
place.
surpass 144,000. What's gonna happen to the others?
Bye-bye.
Survival.
I feel really bad for the 144 and one person, like the guy afterward.
It's like, wait, but I did it too.
That is
No, cut off.
They're like, no, we're at capacity.
Nah, bro. That's crazy though.
We can try next time.
Sorry, applications are closed. We're not.
Go try next time. Go knock on more doors.
How does the tribes, how does that, because it made a lot, it was clear the first time, but how does that relate to the verses where it talks about who they've not defiled themselves with women for their virgins?
I think they're going to come from the tribes, but they're going to be very specific to the trials they go through. Whereas before it was just the faithful. This is the faithful to the extreme.
Like the people who, that one
Like
rich
the-
guy,
the
and
monks.
Jesus said, you have to give up all to follow me.
Yeah. That would, that would obviously make
Speaking
sense.
of monks makes sense, because monks literally give up all that stuff too. So.
Yeah.
That just makes it even harder with that song. Just them chanting.
Oh man.
I can't wait for this to be this is such a stupid comparison, but that one time when Fortnite was really popular, and it was it's gonna be like a movie.
It's a 100-foot Jesus.
Don't tell me you're gonna compare this to Fortnite. That's crazy.
Chris, you've been on fire with the comparisons tonight.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, that was awesome. You're like, wouldn't life be great if we lived in Terminator? That's so funny. Oh, man.
You catered to both Gen X and Gen Alpha.
Comparing Jesus and Fortnite was not on my 2026 page.
That's so funny. All right. Would someone like to read verses a little bit longer, 6 through 12? Please.
I would, but I stuttered like crazy last time. That was bad.
You can edit it out.
No.
You want me to do it again?
Yeah, you can do it.
Alright. The three angels. Verse 6. Then I saw another angel flying in midair, and he had the eternal gospel to proclaim to those who live on the earth, to every nation, tribe, language, and people. He said in a loud voice, "Fear God and give him glory, because the hour of his judgment has come. Worship him who has made the heavens, the earth, the sea, and the springs of water." A second angel followed and said, Fallen is Babylon the Great, which made all the nations drink the maddening wine of her adulteries. A third angel followed them and said in a loud voice, "If anyone worships the beast and its image and receives its mark on their forehead or on their hand, they too will drink the wine of God's fury, which has been poured full strength into the cup of his wrath. They will be tormented with the burning sulfur in the presence of the holy angels and of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment will rise forever and ever. There will be no rest day or night for those who worship the beast and its image, or anyone who receives the mark of its name. This calls for patient endurance on the part of the people of God who keep his commands and remain faithful to Jesus."
Thank you. So basically, we see three different angels with three different jobs, basically. So what does the first angel do? First angel has the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth. So he's carrying an eternal gospel to every nation, kindred, tongue, and people that will listen. He says, "Give glory to God, for the hour of his judgment has come. Worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters." Then, the second angel, just going back to your point, Elizabeth, Babylon. Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication or adultery. So, announcing the fall of Babylon. And then the last angel comes with a very solemn warning. And not good. Not good for people who got the mark of the beast, basically. We can put it at that. Let's go over the highlights. Tormented with fire and brimstone. Yeah. Cup of his indignation. The smoke of their torment ascendeth up and forever. They have no rest day or night. Yeah. That's not
good.
Yeah, that's not great. So these three angels is basically they're just kind of foreshadowing what will happen, right? The first angel is saying, "Give glory to God, fear him," and the last two angels come with warnings and proclamations. Any thoughts on these three angels? What's going on?
I know we talked about it at some point, but Babylon. How
Yeah.
I pretty much predict who Babylon is now. Dubai. Since it's the center of pretty much the world, at least currency wise, and debauchery wise, and everything else you can think of.
I remember we talked about this a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like insanely wealthy, and they have I don't know much about their.
It's bad. It's
Yeah.
very bad.
What do you think would get them to the point where it's like Babylon, like if there was like a Muslim majority or something? Or like if they fully accepted the sin as like everyday living, or
It already is. You can get away with everything there.
what?
I mean, as long as you're a man.
Oh yeah, you just accept it.
He has been there for a while. He was over here earlier.
Bro, how do they always get in?
Yeah, he's all good. He's having
Wants
the
to
adventure of
listen
his
to
life.
Revelations.
Maybe it's a box elder book.
Is that the beast?
Ancient
No, no way.
It's speaking in tongues.
All those other
We
words.
rebuke you. No.
Inspire something for an entirely new city that is
Well-
fixated on the new global framework.
Because I know I had originally contemplated that it could have been Vegas because of the description of it.
Since
Yeah. But it's too small. Whereas Dubai, I think, is, and it's growing because they're making a walled city in the desert.
or it can be an entirely new city itself.
It could be. But because they're wiping out cities.
Have you seen?
Out of all of them,
have you
I've
seen that
Dubai's
one
been
city?
somehow-
Oh my God.
Saudi Arabia has been trying to do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the walled city. The walled city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
I still can't.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't in my hair.
that's your beautiful hair.
This was extremely high.
Is that like
That was my
like
story.
No. Put it on.
500
Come on, bro.
medium walls.
Come on, bro.
Go that way.
Wish I could be captured.
Go,
but
go,
I'm
go.
not.
Bring him over there.
That's basically from
I'm
what?
gonna crawl.
You threw him away?
Crawling on my hand.
He's garbage. Tallest building in the entire world.
I don't know what to do.
That was one of God's creatures.
Listen, I got like blasted because I almost killed a spider in here one time. I mean, it's a spider. What am I supposed to do?
Just hope it doesn't have egg sacs on the back of it.
Oh, that I hate that so much. I hate that. Ugh. Anyways, and I didn't kill the bug, by the way. He's thriving in that trash can. So he does. There's stuff in there.
Breakfast of the whole mercy.
Took you long enough.
One last point on that with Babylon, Mark. Yeah, it is the world system. It says in the notes here that I totally made. The world system of human pride, idolatry, and economic injustice built in opposition to God. Everything, the debauchery and all of that you were talking about, this is the center of it.
Because, I mean, if you think about it even just a little bit farther into it, it's also in a Muslim country.
Yes.
It's the opposite of God's
Yes.
religion.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. This is going to be like the second coming of like basically like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Well, we already talked last week. We talked about Jerusalem being Sodom,
Oh right. Right. Right.
and or the new Egypt.
I
So,
think
I mean,
it's.
No, yeah, we're good.
I think some of the comparisons between the rules that they're currently passing in the Middle East can definitely be compared to some of the things that God called wicked in the Old Testament with Sodom and Gomorrah, like with them lowering the child marriage age to 8 years old, and the fact that they beat women to death in the streets for not covering their heads or claiming Muhammad to be the chosen prophet.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
It doesn't just go. And it doesn't just go for Islam. There's countless religions all across the world that have embraced that type of system. So,
Yeah. We're going to see, just a little foreshadowing here, it's not going to be until chapter 17 and 18, but we're going to see the fall of Babylon, or Dubai, whatever it is. We're going to see that officially happen in just a few chapters, so. What?
I said, man, I wish it was Memphis, Tennessee.
What's the What's your beef with Tennessee? Well, that play, yeah. Yes! That would make sense. All right. I'm going to read one verse here. Because that's how I am. Verse 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. So, this kind of takes you back to the Beatitudes, like the blessed are the poor, blessed are the meek, that Jesus talked about way back when. If you remember that, the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said, Blessed are those who do this, blessed are those who do that. And this verse is saying, Blessed are the martyrs, essentially, right? Blessed are
No,
those
That's not even saying that. It's saying blessed are the dead.
are the dead.
Those who are been persecuted in God's name because they don't have to go through what's going to happen.
Oh.
Because from now on,
So-
die in the Lord from the Lord's wrath that is coming.
In his name.
That makes, yeah.
So it is basically the
I
martyrs.
think everyone that's dead is
It's
blessed.
just anyone
Because
who
it's going to be
didn't
kind of bad.
Blessed are those who died. That's crazy.
But yeah, I think it's depends on your version. It's like blessed are those who are slain in the name of the Lord, for they now have a place beside me in heaven.
As long as they're
I
not,
think
they
that's what
didn't take
Jesus
the number.
says. Not
They have
Yep. So just kind of similar. It's not a direct comparison, obviously.
to be able to see
But
the option to opposed
I
to.
didn't even consider that. Blessed are those who already died, because it's about to get really bad. Like somehow even worse. Marquis telling me it's gonna get worse. I don't.
Every chapter gets worse. You just don't notice it because we're going chapter at a time.
rest from their labors, and they're about to get their labors.
I'm gonna go back to the birth of
Maybe that'll make me feel better.
Jeez.
I think you're gonna need something harder than that.
Right. All right. Who would like to read verses 14 and through 16, please?
All right, I'll give it a try.
Thank you.
And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, does anyone know what a sickle is?
The farming tool.
It's a small scythe.
Does anyone know what a scythe is?
It's on the first.
How do you-
It's
Death.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I know what it is.
Rage baiting and a Bible study.
What do you mean, bro?
Eh,
Nothing, you're gonna say.
Oh, thanks.
The hair on your chinny chin chin.
oh,
I don't know what you're saying. So a sickle, a scythe. Yeah, it's a farming tool, right? It's used to
Reap.
reap.
cut the grass.
Reap, yeah. I just always think of the Grim Reaper, you know, with the sickle and the scythe, all that.
He reaps life.
He reaps life, right? Yeah,
The grim.
that makes
He's
sense.
a harvester of souls.
So what's going on here? Like, why is... Okay, so first of all, behold a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. This is Jesus?
No.
Like the Son of Man.
He.
It says like the Son of Man.
Like the
This
Son
is-
of Man?
This is another human being.
What?
Yeah. Like unto the Son of Man. Which means it could be
Would
another
it-
virgin birth.
Would it be like one of the witnesses? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think
Because
so.
they're on top of a white cloud, so there's something about them that makes them able to be on a white cloud.
some sort of
Yeah.
Could it be
but
just
not
divine nature.
divine in nature, but not God's like not a son of God, but a son unto in the way of the Son of God, the Son of Man. So he came into the world the same way Jesus did, and lived the same way Jesus did. It's Anakin Skywalker.
Oh,
Because
that must be it.
a few verses later, it talks about other angels joining in and getting sickles and sweeping the earth as well, which might give us more context for you.
Right. I don't. And let me look this up really quick.
Justin.
There was a prophet, whoever it was, who was guiding Abraham. I don't remember his name, but it's ringing a bell.
A prophet guiding Abraham.
Let me look.
Yeah, Abraham talks to a prophet in the Old Testament, right?
I can't remember. And I did read it, and I just don't remember it.
I don't remember this either. Oh.
What's his name? That's. I think it starts with an M.
Prophet guiding Abraham.
Oh, that's gonna mess with me now. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember.
I forgot what they called donkeys in the New King. I just saw the word.
Wait.
I was,
Yeah. It's not a cuss word.
Melchizedek.
Melchizedek. What'd he do?
There's a whole can of worms with him because he's never really mentioned that much, and his name is actually sprinkled throughout the entire Bibles, from both Old and New Testament. Jesus even mentions him.
I remember that name, and it never clicked.
What?
What is it?
Melchizedek?
What is it?
It
like-
could be.
I don't see anything on it.
Because if he's been mentioned throughout everything.
And there's a certain quirked one that was mentioned way back in Genesis.
I don't know. I can't find it right now. I did
I just found his name.
Genesis 14.
in Hebrews. He's described a lot in Hebrews.
I was gonna say I just found chapter 14. I just saw.
That's
Oh, what is it? What does it say? No. You see him in. Where is it at?
20 is what it's telling me.
Oh yeah, chapter 14.
Then Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out the bread and wine. He was a priest of God Most High, and he blessed Abraham, saying, "Blessed be Abraham, thy God Most High, creator of heaven and earth. And praise be God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand."
Oh wow.
And then he gave him the tenth of everything.
Abraham gave him the tenth of everything.
That's my theory. That could be Melchizedek.
He could be like Cain.
I don't, because
Because there. Okay, so my thing with Cain is that Cain never died because he can't die because he's got the curse of Cain, and he's been here the entire time. Yeah, that guy. Okay. But the more we read Revelations, the more it brings to thought a lot of, not a lot, but people that get mentioned a lot in the Bible, sprinkled out, that are in there, but they're just there. They're not fully important, but important.
And I bring him up because during my high school I went to a private school, and my Bible teacher was actually mentioning we were going through weeks and weeks about Melchizedek because there's a lot of mysterious things about him that kind of raise a few eyebrows. Like, who is this guy? And like, if he is the priest of the Most High, or
One of the first,
according to Genesis, I mean,
especially that far back.
there's something. There has to be something with him.
I mean, it's possible he's not even human. He could have been born a virgin birth of the people before humans. Which could be, but I don't. That's too.
Yeah, that's the fun of this.
Yeah, it could have.
It makes it's so hard to understand.
Let's go back
It
to
sounds like the easiest way to interpret it is the fact that someone was able to give a blessing before the first patriarch knew God. That kind of almost seems like an angel in my eyes. That kind of makes sense to me.
But his description is not angel.
He's a priest.
He's a priest. So he is like Jesus in the sense that he is not born in the same way others are, but he is human in some essence.
He has the sort of attributes to fit that, but he's not Jesus.
And he's not a giant. So obviously, if he's not a giant, he's not Nephilim. So he's like Nephilim could be immortal for all we know. But
I'm going to say this as well. So Daniel, in Daniel chapter 7, it describes the same person. It says, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him.
He's also in the Psalms.
He's in Psalms?
I love how we've never heard of this guy and never thought to look.
He's in 110.
Yeah, here you
verse
guys
4,
have fun
the Lord has sworn,
for a little
the
bit.
Lord has sworn he will not waver. You are your priest forever in the manner of
Hey, we did.
yeah, how you pronounce his name.
Oh, this guy.
At your right hand is the Lord who crushes kings on the day of his wrath.
Wait, I want to see this.
Who judges nations, heaps up corpses, crushes heads,
That is
and
a
rusts
can of
with
worms.
earth.
That is an awesome can of worms.
Who drinks from the brook by the wayside.
This came from seedier.
But the way that it says how he
How much you guys know about Melchizedek?
Is it like he-
weeks and weeks we just been talking.
he judges nations, heaps up corpses, crushes heads across the wide earth.
So he's clearly been given power to do a lot of things. Like he's
given divine power.
given, yeah. So clearly, I mean, whether
He's someone important.
exactly, whether he is this person or not. I mean, he could be.
From the description, it sounds like it's him.
Could be.
That's cool.
But hey, that's just a theory.
A Bible.
I knew you were gonna do that.
That is not our catchphrase. God no.
We have to start every episode by saying that, or no, end every
Bible
episode.
theory.
Some interpretations
Oh, gosh.
include it being a pre-incarnate appearance of Christ because the way he's described shows that he is without father, without mother, without genealogy.
Ooh, so he can't be a virgin birth.
He's without father, without
He's-
mother.
That sounds like God's first attempt at humans.
Wait, could you
So like
That's in
Adam,
Hebrews 5:7.
what? Could you
So, like,
restate
Adam
that real
is
quickly?
just-
Because
he
I'm
made
just
Yeah,
like,
just in a different
Said
way.
something about like the song.
It says that in the book. but
interesting.
I said pre-incarnate appearance of Christ. Hebrews 5:7 says he is without father, without mother, without genealogy.
So he is the only one of his kind.
Reincarnate. One like son. One like a son of man. If people are saying that he could essentially be the reincarnation or whatever they've mentioned of Christ, then surely he was one like the son of man.
Like, is it crazy to limit Jesus and say that he couldn't have just like been like take the form of like someone else before? Like, yes, he was born from Mary, but he was like a being in heaven
Yes.
with the Father before.
Christ was with the Word, and he is the Word. He's been there since the very beginning. In fact, during the fall, if I remember, he
He was there
mentions as the foot that crushes the serpents.
It says all things are created through Christ.
Yes.
So he was before all creation with the Father.
So this was his first form,
I'm,
his first earthly form.
I'm okay with saying it. That makes sense to me.
Possible.
That's just a possible
Well,
explanation
well,
that
'cause-
lines up the best with Revelation.
Because also it could be like I hate this. I almost kind of hate this analogy, but like a Doctor Who Time Lord.
Dr. Wood?
Time Lord.
Oh,
They reincarnate, but they're the same person. They just take different forms. They're the spirit inside. Like Christ is a spirit, and this is just his old body that has spiritual, holy power in it still, as a mind of his own.
the way that Daniel describes it, though, Daniel describes it more like Christ than. Like, it's a little more
I would agree.
Christ specific than
Yeah.
Revelations is.
I would definitely agree. Because even if you go beyond that, like I didn't even read that part. It says, the one who was like the Son of Man, he was given dominion and glory, a kingdom that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him.
And it says that Jesus is the only one who will have dominion over all.
Yeah. So, yeah, and obviously, and I just can't get away from the description, like unto the Son of Man. I understand that could be a lot of different things, but
It's a very specific thing.
it is very specific. But I don't know. I love the theory. Like, that was great.
I didn't even know he existed until now, because I never.
It was just a name that
He
you
was
read
just a
over.
priest
Yeah.
when I first read it, because I'm reading through, but I've only gotten to Leviticus.
I had just like you guys when I was first told about him. I had no idea either, and then I heard more about him. I'm like, this is insane. This is mind blowing.
Honestly, Justin, I kind of want to do a study on just him.
Melchizedek,
Yeah.
do it.
So I was in my head, I'm like, what if we did a whole study of people we never hear about in the Bible, but have like interesting stories like them,
Mm-hmm.
right?
There's a couple. In the Catholic Bible, there's a couple
Yeah.
that are in
Oh, I would never.
ours.
I don't know. It's outside my zone. I don't know. I don't know anything.
I've not gotten around to the Bible DLC yet, but when I read the extra stories, I'm still
That's crazy. All right, we got to close out this chapter. Verses 17 through 20. Let me read it real quick. And another angel came out of the temple, which is in the heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the cluster of the vines of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. So, as we close out the chapter, what is really going on here? They're using the sickle, right? It says, gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. So this angel is gathering the vine of the earth and casting it into the great winepress of the wrath of God.
Jesus used us as grapes and the grapevine producing fruit a lot in his parables.
Right.
cook.
That's building his army.
You think this is building his army?
If you
Instead
take
of-
a grape, the vine, put it in the grape, the press, blood comes out. That is the army being unleashed.
Sorry.
Do you want to try?
Because we are in the parables, we are like the fruit being produced on the vines.
Yes.
The angels are coming to harvest the vines because the fruit is now prepared. Like it's fully ripe. It's ready. Take the fruit, throw it to God into the wine press, let it shed. He's saying that the blood that is shed is his army.
Of us.
Okay.
Because it's very much metaphor. This whole section is metaphor. And
Yeah.
that's what I got from that metaphor.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because it's a wine press. You press grapes, wine comes out. But if it's blood coming out, we are the vine. We are the grapes coming out of it, going into it. We are coming out of it in God as God's wrath.
Yeah. Obviously, you do have to look at it as a
Metaphor.
right? But yeah, that makes a ton of sense, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, because mine says for a distance of about 200 miles. That's not something you would use to describe a giant puddle of grape juice. That's something that you would use to describe a huge army coming towards you.
Yeah.
That wording is very not talking about grapes and talking about something else, which makes sense to be an army.
And you gotta think, this is also John up in heaven experiencing future events and seeing things that he's never seen before for the first time ever. He's not gonna have words to describe it. He's gonna use parables like Jesus did, like he heard, and
It's like the wildest drug trip of all time,
for real.
basically.
He's not going to know what AC/DC is.
Christian LSD.
You
No.
probably heard Thunderstruck instead of Sound of Thunder.
He heard the word thunder over and over and over. He's like, okay.
That's-
Yeah, I think the Breakers are here. Not
They're here?
rushing, but I know they have to go.
Yep, I know. We're just about done.
It's the worst of it.
Yep.
Other than that, I don't care.
Thank you. That's pretty much it anyway. Oh yeah. I'll have to look into that more. There's so many similarities between Daniel and Revelation. I mean, just so much. When I'm like going through
Well,
this.
he was shown pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he definitely was.
It just he was even older, so he had even less reference.
He's just like, what?
But there's also things in Daniel that John never sees,
Yeah. That's true.
like the statue.
Some cool stories, theories about the statue.
It's so awesome.
Like, I really like, obviously I haven't formed an opinion because I haven't read or done enough research, but the one of it being like, that is like what AI is, like that's a pretty
It's a
cool
robot.
theory.
It's
Yeah.
basically a robot that they put lightning into him, and it starts to talk.
I wish people talked about Daniel more, actually.
We
Yeah.
could do Daniel at some point because it is
Daniel's-
basically Revelation.
I mean, yeah, Daniel's pretty cool.
Daniel's like the twin, like the little brother to Revelation. You know, I'm starting to realize that more and more because it is crazy. Just, I mean, yeah, the similarities.
He was the revelations of the Old Testament.
This is very true. Yeah, that's exactly it. So, yeah, love that with the grape harvest because I was confused honestly about that. So thank you for explaining that. Makes a lot of sense. Again, discussion questions. You can go over that yourself. I'm not your mom.
Could be.
Wow, I'm gonna move past that. Closing reflections. Yeah, that's basically about it. A lot of stuff, a lot of crazy stuff. We're just gonna keep getting into crazier and crazier stuff for sure. We only have 8 chapters left. 8 chapters left. It's gonna get crazy. Any thoughts from the 2 chapters?
Well, we have homework.
With what?
Melchizedek.
Oh yeah, I gotta write that name down actually. that was really good. Yeah, that was. Can't even remember how to spell his name, but
There's too many. There's not enough vowels in it.
Mel. I'm just gonna call him Mel.
No gives.
Mel Gibson.
I'm just gonna calm
Oh,
down.
that's crazy.
Road foodies.
All right, prayer requests. Who has them?
Health.
Mental health.
Oh.
For everybody.
Yes.
Plus for spiritual healing.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
definitely need that.
Anyone else?
You can pray for Colin's mom.
That's fine. Anyone else? Just prayers for our lives and school and life and everything, I guess.
We pray for Dean.
Dean?
Yeah,
Oh man.
Dean always needs help.
Dean needs a lot of prayer.
I mean, you are not wrong.
I really hope he
Justin,
opens up
did you say
prayer
oh
request.
no at first?
That was the wrong thing to say, I'm sorry. That's wrong, I know.
Let's-
Short kings need love.
I just hate that this is recording everything. It's gonna get so many out of context moments.
Dude, that episode is going to be so epic.
Out of context moments.
Yes.
Chris had a couple bangers. That
Yes.
was so good.
It's going to be up between you, him, and Dean.
Man, Dean, oh man, if he would have still been here, he had so good.
I still can't get over the pimp thing, dude. That's so funny.
And that's not even recorded.
Wait,
We just
the
keep
what?
referencing it.
Sorry, I missed out on a lot more.
Yeah.
Lots of work.
Let me tell you after we pray and stop the recording.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, dear God, thank you for today or tonight. Thank you so much for everyone that's here and for this time that we had, the laughter that we shared, and the conversations. Just the great conversations always. It's been really good, and just figuring out things that we honestly never even thought of before or considered, and different viewpoints and all that. I mean, that's just the beautiful thing about this with this group here. So I want to thank you for that. I want to pray for everyone in this room, God. I know that some of us, or probably most of us, are struggling with different things right now, and just help us, God. We just need help. Just be with us. Give us the strength that we need. Give us wisdom to make the right decisions, and just hold on. Just hold on to you, God. Sometimes that's all we can do. But we thank you for today. Thank you for everything that you've done for us and continue to do. And pray for everyone in this room for the rest of tonight and the rest of this week, that you'll continue to be with them. Thank you for today, God, and for everything. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, I'll put that in the thing. Group chat. Mason, thank you for being here.
Yep.